isn't nothing like that. It isn't nothing like that good soul music. Now use it and let Jay prove it. Just lose it. With everything you do, just know she got your back, yo. And she'll even make you laugh show after show. She got the vibes that'll make you ride top down. And if you got a couple times, she'll be around. Justified Madness.
What's happening? It's your girl, J1 Yvette, and welcome to this Wild Out Wednesday edition of Justified Madness. And we're starting it off with BTS and the #1 song in the country, and it's also their first all-English language single. It's called Butter. Just kind of a random observation. Have you noticed that K-pop kind of sounds a little bit like 90s R&B? Maybe that's why I'm so into it. Yes, I love me some BTS. Okay, you got me. I'm on the K-pop bandwagon. Shout out to BTS and also to Blackpink. Okay, moving right along. So, I just found out that the iCarly reboot is coming to Paramount Plus. And yes, I am so excited. It starts streaming tomorrow, June 24th. And did I mention I am super excited? Yes, my inner kid is dancing with joy right about now. Don't judge me, judge your mammy. And speaking of reboots, have you seen the Punky Brewster reboot on Peacock? If you haven't, definitely check it out. I am here for it. I love just strolling down memory lane and remembering those feel-good moments from my childhood. And I know some of y'all do too, so don't y'all judge me. Now, I do have a mini sound off. Just some of the stuff I've been seeing on social media lately. Why is everything, and I mean everything lately, being politicized? It's like, come on, every single thing. It's, you know, you've got people bullying each other about vaccines, which, okay, there is a global pandemic, just in case y'all been missing the news for the past 18 months, okay? So if wearing a piece of cloth over your nose and mouth is going to help stop the spread of it, why has it turned into an issue where people are actually getting violent about it? A store clerk was actually killed for asking someone to wear their mask, which is stated policy. There was a sign on the door that says "Do not enter without a mask," and they actually shot and killed a clerk over it. Come on, people. This is crazy. Everything doesn't have to be politicized, and especially to the point where you're resorting to violence. So please, Karens and Kens out there, let's get it together. This stuff is not worth taking lives and getting violent over. Yeah, I know I started off light, but I just had to get that one off my chest because there's just way too much of this going on. And it seems like now that the weather's breaking and people are starting to, stuff is starting to open up and people are getting out more, it's like the violence is starting to rise again. And it's just not cool, y'all. Let's try to live in a world where we can get along and not have to worry about slight little arguments turning into something deadly, okay? So let's switch gears again, because I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, just trying to enlighten folks. But let's get into some more music and try to change the mood. This is Silk Sonic with the Silk Sonic intro and vibing right on into Leave the Door Open. Shout out to Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Y'all, this song, this is the business right here. So let's get into it. You are tuned in to Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette.
Who y'all came to say
What's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette taking a pause for the cause to let you know what's new in music and movies this week. Lots of new singles dropping this week, including DaBaby with Ball If I Want To, Darius and Dune with Feels Right, the legendary Diana Ross with Thank You, the Jonas Brothers with Remember This, the Killers featuring Bruce Springsteen with Dustland, Olivia Rodrigo with the Rose Song from the High School Musical, The Series, Season 2. Tory Lanez featuring the Baby with Scat, and Tyler the Creator with Lumberjack. New albums dropping this week include Crow with Kings in the North, Frank Zappa with Zappa 88, The Last U.S. Show, the much anticipated new album from Grammy Award winning Her with Back of My Mind, The Interrupters with Live in Tokyo, and the original motion picture soundtrack to Fast and Furious 9, The Fast Saga. Opening in theaters this week, A Quiet Place, parts 1 and 2 are dropping in a double feature. In A Quiet Place, a family of 4 must navigate their lives in silence after mysterious creatures that hunt by sound threaten their survival. In A Quiet Place Part 2, that follows the Abbott family as they must face the terrors of the outside world in their continued fight for survival in silence. Forced to venture into the unknown, they quickly realize that the creatures that hunt by sound are not the only threats to their life beyond the sand path. A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2 double feature is rated PG-13. Now, if you're not quite ready to head to the movies yet, no worries. Download Paramount Plus for shows and movies you can only stream there to the moments that the world can't stop watching. Stream it all on Paramount Plus. Start your free trial now at ParamountPlus.com. Well, that's enough of me yammering on about that. Let's get back to the music, shall we? You're tuned into Justified Madness with your girl, Jaywan Yvette.
Hey, what's up? My name is Jaywan Yvette.
Put some respect on it.
And you're listening to Justified Madness on Blog Talk Radio.
Billboard, baby, do it.
I got you, moonlight. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight.
Justified Madness with your girl Jaywan Yvette. That was one of my favorite songs right now. It's from the album Future Nostalgia. That's Dua Lipa featuring the Baby, and the song is called Levitating. Quick programming note, I will be back on the air this Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Pride Month edition of Justified Madness. I'm right here every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on blogtalkradio.com/Justified Madness. Now, if you happen to miss me while I'm live, you can always catch up with me. The Justified Madness podcast is on Spreaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podchaser, and basically almost anywhere you get your podcasts. So just Google Justified Madness Podcast and look for me, y'all. I'm everywhere. This is a movement, y'all. Justified Madness taking over for the 2021. Yeah, I know. I had a little too much caffeine. Don't judge me, judge your mammy. Now I gotta send a shout out to Team Jaywan Yvette. That's headed up by Alex, Amina, and Tracy. And these girls, they go hard for me, and I just gotta let you know how much I appreciate y'all. And y'all had me cracking up with the old school references on Twitter. Now, speaking of which, you can follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Team Jaywan Yvette. And also make sure you're following me on the Twitter at Jaywan Yvette1. That's JWANYVETTE and the number 1. And also I'm on Instagram at Justified Madness 31. And before I close it out, gotta send shout outs to my fam bam, my big papa Ellis, my big sis Debbie Deb, my sister from another Mr., Miss Janet, and also Miss Brenda, Miss Pamela, I didn't forget you, girl. And also shout out to Boogie, who always checks in with me. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all my young nation. I love being your big sis, your auntie. Hey, Auntie J, Miss J, whatever you call me, I got you, fam. All my young nation. Also gotta send a special shout out to my nephew Scooby, my cousin Lil Dude, and last but never ever least, my baby Jessie. You hear her at the top of the hour every Wednesday and Saturday night. You know her as Jessie James, and yes, she does my theme song. So she's not just my daughter, y'all. She's my bestie, and I love it like that. Just blessed beyond measure. Now, I will see you this Saturday at 11 p.m. for the next edition of Justified Madness, and I'm closing it out with The Weeknd featuring Ariana Grande with Save Your Tears, and on the other side of the commercial, I'm gonna play for you my brand new single. It's called Old School Vibe, and it's available on all digital platforms right now, so just make sure you go check it out. God bless you, fam. Love you. Thank you for rocking with me. I'll see you Saturday.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? It's your girl, Jaywan Yvette. Are you in the DMV and planning to move? Well, make your move a breeze with Amigo Movers. Click on AmigoMovers.com. That's AMIGO Movers.com. Or contact Eric Villatoro at 240-281-4965. That's 240-281-4965 for a free quote. So if you're in the DMV and you're planning to move and you want movers that are fast and professional with great rates, you definitely want to contact Amigo Movers. And tell them J1 sent you.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is John O. This is Priest Forever, and we are the Gecko Brothers. And you are listening to Justified Madness.
You know what I mean?
Let's go back to a time when we just let go. Just had to have some fun when the weekend comes. Leave your troubles at home and dance till we see the sun. Everybody put your hands in the air. We got a party over here, ain't nothing over there. Gonna dance till we see the sun. We're just here to have some fun, yeah. Old school vibe, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life till the morning light.
I moonwalk on the beat like Michael Jackson. And when I'm on the mic, it's time for action. No relaxing, just satisfaction. You take the flow out, I put it back in.
Now that I got your attention, let me see you move. Just push those chairs to the side. Forget about your problems, leave all drama at the door, and just come inside. Everybody put your hands in the air. We got a party over here, ain't nothing over there. Gonna dance till we see the sun. We're just here to have some fun, yeah. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life till the morning. Everybody celebrate life. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life till the morning. Come on, come on. Everybody put your hands in the air. We got a party over here, ain't nothing over there. Gonna dance till we see the sun. We're just here to have some fun, yeah. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until. No negativity, only positive vibes. Gonna celebrate life. Come on, come on, come on. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until tomorrow. Positive vibes, gonna celebrate life till the morning light. Old school vibe, no drama, no drama. Gonna party until tomorrow. Party until.